Coming up, we've got one news item for you today, as well as a Grinch and good time. From the Bob Vorley studio in Orlando, Florida, this is the Universal edition of the Diz Unplugged. This is episode 155, the Diz Unplugged Universal Edition. The Diz Unplugged Universal Edition is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel, experts at helping you plan the perfect Universal vacation. Visit them on the web at www.dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Diz Unplugged Universal Edition. I am your host, as always, Craig Williams, and today I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Ryno Clavin.
I was trying to think of something Whovian to say. Not Doctor Who.
No, that would...
Whovillian.
Whovillian, yeah. Vermilion? No? Okay.
Fahu Dories. And welcome.
Welcome, Christmas. Something else. Yes, okay. That's what I call awkward banter, if you've ever heard it before. Wow, guys, we have a really good episode coming up for you here. As I've already mentioned, a news item, that is right, plus talking about Grinchmas, and just a little bit more than just Grinchmas. Obviously, last week we had our big blowout Christmas kind of review show, but you know, we were very open in saying stuff like, well, we didn't hit Blues Brothers yet this year, we didn't hit Barney yet this year. Can't promise you that either of those are going to be hit before we wrap up and go on hiatus next week, but I can promise you that this one we are talking about Grinch, and we're not going to just talk about the Grinch from the studio. That would be boring. We're talking about it live, and by live I mean at Universal.
Yeah.
Remotely, not just in the studio here. We already did that. That old bag of tricks. We're done with that. We're pushing new tricks.
Live from Whoville.
Yes. No, Seuss Landing.
But live from Seuss Landing.
Yes.
At the old Honkers.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll even go to Honkers finally.
Well, now that it's a thing, yeah. The Hootersville of Whoville.
We might actually, see, the thing is, as always, we are recording this before we actually even go out and do that segment. There is still time.
Grinch and good time could mean a bad time, or it could mean a good time. Yeah. And we just won't know.
You know, they do say that Halloween is the Grinch's night.
You see?
So,
I said that to the Grinch one time, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Terrible.
It was terrible. So we will get to that in just a short bit. Let's talk about that one news item. I'm pretty sure everyone out there isn't going to be very surprised by what that is, because it was the news of the week last week, mainly because it was the only news that Universal did actually put out, in fact, and it is that we will now be able to experience a brand new Marvel character dinner coming to Islands of Adventure's Marvel Superhero Island.
You know what I have to say? It's about time.
Yeah, this one seems long overdue.
Well, it's one of those ones they announced it, and I was like, they don't do that, do they?
No, I mean, we can easily say that character dining at Universal is a special beast.
I don't think, other than that time that Bart Simpson was essentially molesting us, I don't really think that I've had I don't think I've had a character dining experience at Universal.
I've done 2 total, and it's never amazing. I don't want to say it in that way. It's just there's no dynamic theme with Universal whenever it comes to when it comes to these character meals, with the sole exception of the Grinch and Friends breakfast. So that is one character with all the characters that go along with it, all in one happy place. And so something that works well there is now being technically applied in that same idea. Well, we have Marvel Superhero Island, and we have a bunch of Marvel characters that we already use. Did I say marble? I may have said marble there. Marvel. We have all these characters that we already currently have with meet and greets throughout the day. Why don't we take it to the next level add a character dining experience there where we can bring all those characters together, actually give extended time to meet and greet. Not that you usually have that issue. I mean, some days there are longer lines to meet the Marvel characters, but a lot of times on
Can't
slower
really get
days.
them all either, you know?
Yeah.
They're so spread out. Sometimes it's hard to get them, run around and get them all. I've never tried, so I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Watch people try.
Yeah. So this is a way to bring them all together. So let's go over the details now. It begins today, as in not today when we're recording this, but today when it's being released, Thursday, December 7th, starting at night. So unfortunately, I would have loved to have been able to do this cheesy thing where we talk about it and then actually go out and do it all in one show, but that's just not happening.
That would be fun.
Because we wouldn't be releasing this then until like a couple days later, and B, we play softball on Thursday nights.
We do, yeah.
So
it's gonna have to wait until January.
well, no, it doesn't have to do that because Thursday night isn't the only night that this happens. It's not a one-time thing. So this character dinner, Marvel character dinner, will be happening Thursday through Sunday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. every night for the time being. And by every night, I mean every Thursday through Sunday night, not every night of the week. Don't try to mince my words. Don't do it. And where is this going to be happening? I said Marvel Superhero Island like 6 times. Where is that? Inside Islands of Adventure, obviously. What restaurant? Well, Cafe 4. So
Fantastic Four Cafe.
Yes, Cafe 4.
Which we've never dined at any of those things over there. I haven't.
I've dined there. I've dined there regularly, not for a review on the show or anything, just personal stuff. Yeah, it would be also nice to get in there, but it's not going to be just your average, ordinary experience. At night for that 5 to 7 time frame, it's being turned into a dinner buffet. And it looks as though it's going to be very heavily Italian themed. So there will be fresh salads, according to the Universal official blog, like orzo,
Oh, I love orzo. Yeah.
orzo, and there will be orzo salad and mozzarella and tomato salad. Always a classic. They'll be serving up roasted rosemary lemon chicken, shrimp scampi, chicken scallopini, penne bolognese, stuffed jumbo shells, and specialty pizzas. So, and then there will also be a heroic portion of assorted desserts to end the meal on the sweetest of notes. So, definitely Italian themed, I believe. Unless I'm like completely blanking, which I don't believe I am. Cafe 4 is primarily a pizza place, so it kind of makes sense that it would continue that theme.
I wonder if it'll be good or bad.
I don't know. Honestly,
I don't know.
Yep. No, it could be hit or miss. So I feel like if they're taking the time to convert it into a dinner buffet, that they're going to at least do a little bit extra with the food. Yeah. Try to make it stand out a little bit more. But who knows? We won't know until we try it. The big feature, obviously, will be the fact that you can meet those Marvel characters, like I've already said. Let's go over the list. Cap America.
Wolverine.
Okay.
Storm.
Yes.
Cyclops.
Yes.
You said Captain America.
Yep.
Are the bad guys there?
Not according to this right now, but anything can change.
Spider-Man?
Yes, Spidey.
Who am I forgetting? Rogue?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That is it.
Okay.
That's it. That's the list that they came up with.
What are the bad guys that come out of Marvel Island, though?
Doctor Doom.
Yeah. The Green Goblin. Is that it? Just the 2?
I can't think of any other villains. Because you have Doctor Doom with the Fantastic Four. I haven't even seen Green Goblin, and
he creeps me out. He's got that. It's like that demon face one.
It's been a long
get out of here.
time though, and so I'm not. I don't think I've. Yeah.
Because I don't think Magneto. I don't think a bad guy from the X-Men comes out. I think it's just Spider-Man and Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no. That's good.
I wouldn't be
good
surprised if
conversation.
there would be a surprise.
I would like a villain. Villains don't need to get, they need to get some love too. Mm-hmm. They need to. So included in this
that's why
as
they're
well.
villains. They're not getting any love.
Villains are better than people. Yeah, that happened. So also included in this is a one digital photo from my Universal Photos because they are still trying to make that work.
Do you think then when you get it's a group photo, like all the heroes line up and it's one picture?
I would love for it to be that, but my guess is it's going to be a thing where you get all your photos and then you only get to choose one.
Okay, yeah, like the roaming. I'm assuming they're roaming.
Yeah,
It would
no,
be
they'll
cool to have
definitely
them all together, but
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I would love to have one like everyone. If it was like a thing where everyone shows up at 5 and they all got to meet all the characters at once, and then they would roam back to your table later on.
yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, but I mean that's just impractical. That will never happen. At least not until we're running things. I'll tell you that much. So let's talk about price on this. Adults. A little bit on the pricey side for this, I will say that. Not technically in terms of Disney standards, but definitely in terms of Universal. Like, for the fact that this is a quick service restaurant being changed into a buffet for a couple hours on select nights of the week, $49.99 plus tax.
Okay, so what is like what's the one where you meet Winnie the Pooh at Magic Kingdom?
That is the Crystal Palace.
How much is that? I'm gonna look
I
it up.
couldn't even tell you off the top of my head.
I'll look it up. We'll come back.
But I mean, my thing with this too, they say it is full service, so it's going to be a buffet, but you're most likely then going to also have a server coming to your table to bring you drinks and take care of the payment, unless you just buy it online. But you know, not all people are going to get reservations, even though they are strongly recommended. A lot of people are probably going to end up walking up for this.
Okay, Crystal Palace. It says, okay, so it must change in the day versus because it says $34.99 per adult.
Yeah,
up
to $60
$60 for an adult. So
standard
that's
Disney.
It's also not. It's not a converted restaurant either. So it's always like sit down buffet.
Yeah, I'm sure for dinner there it's probably somewhere near $50 as well too. It just. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that it's converted at $50, that definitely leaves me a little concerned. Children, $24.99 plus tax. But yeah, because it's going to be full service too, you're probably going to have someone bringing drinks to your table. You have to then throw in a tip as well. So you're starting to, you're getting up there in price to meet these characters that you can meet during the day.
For kind of food that's a little basic.
Yeah. But I'm just saying on paper, this is what I'm looking at, saying, okay, well, if you want to meet all these characters without having to like go back to Marvel multiple times throughout the day and try to get all the characters, it would be a good way to get them all in one foul swoop. Mm-hmm. For sure. Absolutely. But you know, I don't know if that's enough for it, considering Universal and meeting characters there is a complete different beast than at Disney. You don't have 30-minute lines to meet one character there. You might wait 10 minutes to meet a character, and that's excessive.
Yeah.
So all I know is that I will hold an open mind to all this. For sure, until we actually get the opportunity to try it, which hopefully it will be sooner than later. I mean, it really might not be till January just because we do have such busy schedules over the holiday. But, and you know what? We go on hiatus after next week anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it won't be until after.
I don't think we're going to do another buffet, another big meal thing next week. You know?
I don't think so, Tim. So that is the news for you. And if something else came out after this, well, guess we're not talking about it till next week. It's the circle of life.
We made a lot of Disney references in this Universal edition.
Yes, we absolutely did. Hope they're watching. So that will do it for our in-studio portion. What?
the Grinch gloves I left in my car. I could have just tickled you on the side. Next week's episode.
Yeah, no, that's special. Yeah, Grinch gloves are special. We should save that for only Disney vlogs. Because that makes a lot of sense. So that's going to do it for our in-studio portion of this show. So that means we are going to head out now to Islands of Adventure and see what we get into. Maybe Grinch and Friends breakfast? Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe Honk Honkers? Maybe not. Maybe Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular? Maybe not. You'll have to watch and find out. So, enjoy. Hey everyone! Just as we promised, we are now here at Universal Orlando, Seuss Landing, standing right outside a very loud carousel, and of course, the Circus McGurkus Cafe Stupendous. And that's right, we are going in for the Grinch and Friends breakfast.
Holiday magic breakfast.
Yes, it's going to be very what Ryno just said. So we don't want to miss breakfast, so let's stop wasting time. Let's get in. Let's see what this is all about.
So we're inside of the Circus McGurkus, and I have to say it's actually it's very charming when it's decorated for the holidays. I like it much better this way. It should always be Grinchmas in here because you walk in and there's a lot of, Holland. They deck it out the same way they deck out the area, the landing. But there's the first thing that caught me is the overwhelming amount of Who's that are in here right now. I would say there's a ratio of like 2 to 1. Like there's probably a Who for every 2 guests that are in here. There's like a lot of them. And I just saw Thing 1 and Thing 2 roaming around, and I have to say I don't think I've ever actually seen them up close before, and they make me uncomfortable a little bit. So we'll see what happens when they come around to us. But so far I'm enjoying everything. And our server has told us about green eggs and ham pizza, so I'm pretty thrilled to be able to get involved in that today. Finally.
I'd have to agree with you, Ryno. It's definitely it is decked out in here like it's actually entertaining. I don't want to sound like negative about it or anything, but usually Circus McGurkus is a little more on the stale side than anything else, but there's actually an energy running through this restaurant right now, and it's a fun atmosphere, even though we haven't met a single character yet. I mean, we went and we basically already ravaged everything that was up on the buffet to kind of check it out. Some stuff looked good, and we'll get to that very soon here, but even just like little things like we ordered our drinks. Ryno got an orange juice, I got a coffee, and there was like this little candy cane on my coffee with, I think, sugar on it too, and I just dropped it in. I don't know if it melts, if candy canes melt or not, but
they do.
I'm feeling very, very hopeful for this right now.
I don't know where the syrup. Syrup for the little French toast guys here. So obviously I tried a sampling of pretty much everything. I went with your standard issue breakfast food because I feel like I needed to try eggs because you know what theme park eggs are like. Got some bacon. They had some fresh cut ham here with a pineapple and cinnamon sauce, which looks interesting. I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna go for the French toast stick.
Go for it.
Before I do. Maybe not as fluffy as I expected. You can't really go wrong with French toast sticks, though. Honestly, and I know it's probably like a little trashy, but my favorite thing so far are these little. I love hash browns, And I like these ones because they're so bite-sized and they're shaped like little stars, but they're so crunchy and delicious. Like, I'm gonna have to get more because originally I got a plate for us to share, but Craig's got them on his plate, so I'm not gonna feel bad about eating all of these. I'm saving the best for last, though. Green eggs and ham pizza. If you know me, you know I've been trying to get this stuff for
You just noticed the Home Alone music in here?
I did, yeah. Is this really from Home Alone, or is this from, like, the Nutcracker?
It's when we're
from
late and they start.
No,
getting
I know, but I think that musical cue is from the Nutcracker.
Who cares?
Okay. Like, it's it's definitely from the Nutcracker, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Ryno went with some food choices, and I'm sure we'll get to all of the food by the end of it here. I went the other route, so I'm starting with the
That's gravy.
biscuits and gravy. I forgot what I was eating. Biscuits not bad, but the gravy is essentially. Got scared for a second. The gravy is essentially tasteless.
Is it warm?
It's warm. It's just you can't taste either sausage nor like pepper. It's just kind of nothing. It's as if they didn't season it at all, but go for the banger in the mouth.
I think here they call it a sausage in a mouth.
Okay, well, it is your standard sausage. Oh, the Cat in the Hat's coming.
Oh, he expected a fanfare.
That happened. I'm with Ryno though. Right now, my favorite part is these the breakfast potatoes. But again, we haven't gotten to that green eggs and ham pizza yet, which is surely going to be the best thing we have today.
Oh, it's video.
Oh my gosh, see, I'm just posing. Good like that. I love a good camera. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, happy holidays, Ryan.
Oh, well, thank you.
And what snowflake are you from? Where are you from?
Oh, one called Orlando.
Ooh,
Far
that
away.
sounds like a nice snowflake. Far, far away.
Very warm there.
Yeah, it is. I heard that.
Yeah.
Well, your first time here in Newville?
Oh, yes, yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Have you met all of my other friends? Have you
I've-
met Mr. Grinch?
I haven't yet. No, I'm wearing his a picture of him
You
now. It's
do.
like a
That is-
celebrity for me.
That is a bold fashion statement, let me tell you. But it looks cute. You wear it well, so that
thank you very
works.
much,
Yes,
yeah.
of course, of course. Well, you smell them before you see them.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
keep
let
my
that.
nose peeled.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't let that interrupt your breakfast. Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you,
too.
Boo.
Yeah.
Happy holidays. Bye. Merry Christmas.
I told her my name was Ryan.
It's time for green eggs and ham pizza, so apparently did not have it last year. They just used to have green eggs and ham. Now it's green eggs and ham pizza.
I don't know if you got any of the green.
I'll get to the green egg that's right here.
Oh, that's the egg.
It's not a bad breakfast pizza, but I don't know. There's not a lot to it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Shaky.
Oh, I'm
Your name?
Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So I just wanted to come over and tell you guys that I'm a personal shopper here in Louisville. So if you still need help getting gifts for Christmas, I'm here for you. Yay! That's
I
what I
can
do.
use
Thank you.
I haven't bought a single thing yet.
You haven't?
No.
You're my favorite person ever. Because you know that there's actually people out there that are done. They're like gift wrapped, mowed under the tree, done. Which is kind of silly.
Yeah, what do you do on Christmas Eve?
Exactly. You have to run around like a crazy who, and that's what I do. I wait till the last minute, and it's amazing. So that's why I shop for everyone, and I wait for me for last to go crazy.
Perfect.
Hey, thank you, Greg. I appreciate you. Well, I'll let you get back to that. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no problem.
Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
Really?
Yeah.
See you later.
See.
I see what you're saying. We did let this sit for a while, so now it's cold. So I'm gonna have to go back up and get another piece because when we pulled it onto the plate, it looked delicious. But I'll tell you right away, the eggs on the pizza are much better than the eggs that you scoop out and put on your plate. Yeah, I just stubbed that in my mouth half sentence. I get what you're saying. It's kind of basic. I'm not really getting the ham. Just getting the green eggs.
Yeah, I agree.
Like maybe it was supposed to be sprinkled with like bacon or something like that, and that was going to be the ham. Because honestly, I feel like that's all it's really missing. It needs that, and then. But as far as like pizza goes at Universal, this actually isn't that bad. Or I would even say theme park pizza. This pizza really isn't that bad. The crust is good. It's soft. But I mean, I know what you said. It's not like full of flavor or anything like that, but. I've had some pretty terrible pizza. I did get this other drink as well. It's the Grinch. It's like their themed drink.
The green apple punch.
The green apple punch. She referred to it as the Grinch drink. So it's pretty delicious. I like apple flavored things. It's not as sour as it sounds. I feel like when you say green apple, I immediately think of like that lollipop, the bubble pop, whatever. But comes with a cute little red and green, little red rim here. I don't know. I like it. I think it's a nice touch to have something like this, a themed beverage.
The hot green eggs and ham pizza is better than the hot roast beef pizza. It's got that white sauce. There was a little bit at the end of this. It's like they sprinkled it all in the middle and forgot to distribute the toppings around the edges. It happens a lot, but I like a good white sauce pizza. I didn't want to go with dessert. It's too early, so I went with one of these weird pastry things. It is like shockingly hard because I think it's just coated in a glazed sugar. Good little twist. Not bad.
There's a who behind you.
You know,
Merry Christmas.
getting ready for Christmas.
We are. Yeah. You guys ready for the holidays?
Not at all.
Not at all? You haven't decorated at all?
No, I almost started last night and I fell asleep.
Oh, see, but that's naps are the best. Sleeping is so great. Also a good excuse, having to eat.
Well, holiday food,
Yeah, sometimes you have to physically prepare for Christmas.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just scanning it all, eating all that food.
Get all your sugar in, let it marinate, and then your burst of energy, get it all done.
Well, I think the opposite happened, and that's why I fell asleep, eating too much.
Oh, see, there's a delicate balance there. It's a delicate balance. Where are you guys from?
Yeah, what's
Orlando,
snowflake?
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, warm
So you
snowflake.
Came to Whoville to get some snow.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course,
So you guys
yeah.
are gonna go to the Relation.
Oh, yeah.
See Grinchmas, all
Oh,
that.
we got it, yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
for sure. Now I know it's a little confusing. That's amazing
Thank you.
skills
Yeah,
right there. That's pretty good. How do you even see that?
Magic happens here.
Good skills, good skills. Now I know the Grinch is dressed like Santa Claus. Do not ask him for presents.
that's-
You will not get what you want for Christmas. You will get smelly things and insults and garbage. He may give you those things anyway, even if you don't ask for them, but it's better if you don't ask.
If you do ask, it's definitely happening.
Yeah, it's definitely happening. Definitely happening. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but his heart just grew 3 sizes, so he's doing his best.
Okay, he's trying.
A bit of an adjustment period, really.
Of course, yeah.
Very good. But you guys know what you want for Christmas. You've already started thinking about presents at least.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's the best part of the season.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
I like to give presents more than,
Me too.
I like to receive them.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of Christmas.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. I like the food and I like giving gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I don't need anything. I'm good. You have all of them.
I say that, but then if I don't get anything, I'll be sad.
Oh, of course. That's for sure. That's for sure. We're so glad you guys are here. Merry Christmas.
thank
Pizza
you.
for breakfast. That's the way to go.
Yeah, maybe
It
add
was
some
green eggs
syrup.
and ham.
I am so, no, Sam I am. He's good. He's a good cook.
You could add syrup if you want to get extra energy for the jubilation.
Yeah.
Just, keep it in mind.
Yeah, but like
That's just
we
how I
said,
do
you
it.
can't have too much because he'll nap.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't need you to take a
You
nap
can even
today.
just go straight syrup and
Straight-
skip the
Yeah,
pizza.
just finish all that.
I'll be doing backflips after that. Yeah.
All right.
Tommy?
Still have all that syrup left.
I know. We were just talking about it. It's a delicate balance. If you eat too much food and then you just end up taking a nap.
You gotta drink it. Are you videotaping? Is this a video?
Yeah.
It's a video.
Yeah.
But you have to. You can. But you have to. But you don't.
You don't have to be frozen.
That's not the.
That's
That's
not,
you don't.
Moving pictures.
You can.
you don't freeze when the video's
Whatever.
moving.
He doesn't
That's
get it.
just
It's
how
fine. It's fine. You don't understand.
Yeah, we don't have a lot
You
of.
don't have to. But aren't.
He's
I don't-
not good with the pop Hurazzi. He
I,
doesn't know
he
what
doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. He's a. Don't,
No, you're good. You're good.
Tom,
You're good.
you can move. Tommy.
This happens every time.
Tommy. Will you start dancing if
What
I
was
sing
it?
a
He's
song?
not blinking. It's making me nervous.
I know. He did blink once, I think. Okay, good. I was like, wait for singing.
I'm just kidding.
So fun. We're so glad you guys are here. Merry Christmas.
Seriously, if you're not gonna drink the syrup, I'm gonna drink it.
Just
So
don't- you don't.
just kidding.
No, don't drink
Yeah, you
theirs.
can have it
That's
all.
nice. You
Where
have
do you
plenty at
start?
home.
But they're not gonna finish it.
They might. You don't know. You got some time.
Are you gonna finish the
She
syrup?
was saying on the pizza.
That's right. Yeah, you should put it on the pizza. He knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's got it.
Who knows? He knows.
Who knows?
Are you guys ready for Christmas?
They are. Well, no, he hasn't
I'm not
decorated
yet. Yeah. Today I think I'm gonna have to.
Are you naughty or nice?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think you know. I think you know. Are you naughty or nice?
I would say more nice.
More nice? Have you guys met the Grinch yet?
No, not yet.
No, usually
Yeah.
smell him before you see him.
Yeah, I can smell him.
You should give him a big hug, but not for too long, or else he'll smell.
All the Who's are kind of
You'll
stinky
have
today,
to-
too. We tried to give him a bath.
You have to bathe in tomato juice.
Okay, like a skunk kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
of like, he might be part skunk, but I don't know. I don't know what he
Maybe.
is.
Yeah, maybe that's where the fur comes from. Yeah.
That's what I think.
All he is. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? That's the joke of the day, apparently.
Who knows? I don't get it.
When a lady earlier asked me what, like, it looked like I had stuff, like, stuffed up in my mouth, I was like, no.
Why would I do
don't-
that? How could I talk?
I couldn't.
That's
I know. Like, what do you? Did she mean like in my? Was she talking about my nose? Like,
I wasn't there. I don't know.
Were you holding food in your mouth?
Maybe. I
like
mean,
later?
it's,
Snack?
I just
I mean,
think
that would be
Like I do.
smart.
they're
but I
just
wasn't
made of
doing
Christmas
it.
cheer. Like, I don't understand why that's difficult.
Maybe she hasn't grown into her nose yet.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe
Yep,
she
maybe.
doesn't understand because she hasn't gone through that experience. Well, you know, we'll still work on it.
Precisely.
So, well, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, happy holidays.
Good to see you guys. Merry Christmas.
What are you doing? 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 So where are you guys from?
Orlando.
Oh, World Travelers. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you've been to the Snowflake before?
Yes, yeah.
You know the drill.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So how's your day?
It's good. It's
good. Well, that's boring.
We got green eggs and a ham pizza. That was
Yeah, that gives you the most gas.
Yeah.
So good work on that one. Okay, you guys want a picture? Is that cool?
Yeah,
Let's
please.
do it. Come on. Back to back.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Cheers!
Yeah, he takes his time.
Oh, my hair was perfect.
We'll be here till the jubilation.
Thank you.
Well, that ends our Grinch and Friends breakfast.
Yes.
What do you think, Ryno?
Yeah, like Craig said in the video, we are people that are pretty uncomfortable in character interactions. But I will say, all the characters that we met during this were very on point with their interactions. I thought they were very friendly. It was very fun. I felt like the Who's really took an extended amount of time with you. And so I didn't feel really rushed with anything other than like maybe the Grinch I felt a little rushed.
Yeah.
But he's the big star, I guess, you know, so.
Yeah, well, we also, because of issues getting here and getting into the breakfast, all that, we basically, I mean, we got seated about like 20 minutes before the breakfast asked you to be there. It's 8 to 10, and so we got there at about 9:40.
Somebody definitely sat us in the wrong area, too, because somebody came up and asked me, who sat you here?
Yeah,
I was like, oh, I don't know.
They put us,
supposed to be here?
Yeah, no, they put us right at the very end. So, like, that really did impact it because we were the last to see characters except for the 2 or 3 people who got seated after us. So, yeah, by the time that the Grinch finally made it to our table, it was a little bit of a rushed experience, but he had to hit 2 more tables and then has to probably go get ready to maybe do a set or 2 of the Jubilation, the Holiday Spectacular. That is, and so yeah, I completely agree that experience was a little bit rushed, but the other Who's do a good job of filling in the gaps.
Yeah.
And the fact that they can actually talk, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, because the Cat in the Hat came by, and that was a little... Although it's weird that the Cat in the Hat's there, because everything else... Well, I guess Thing 1 and Thing 2 were there, and I didn't have any desire to meet them. They creep me out.
Yeah, I think it's because they want, like... Most people want to meet more than just the Grinch and Who's. They want to meet
the Cat in the Hat and the Grinch had a crossover too.
Yeah,
so, you know.
But yeah, we didn't even bother with Thing 1 and Thing 2 because the experience is always just so awkward meeting, you know, just normal characters that can't talk to you. The food was surprisingly good. So
there's Sam I Am right there. It's weird.
He's all the way back there. Yeah,
it's like his dead eyes are looking at me.
Yeah, it very, very much so. Yeah, there's a lot going on there for $35 for adults and then $25 for kids.
I would say I think it was worth it. I think the food was. I don't think anything was necessarily terrible. I mean, we photograph and video stuff, so I think our food got cold quickly. But I think the breakfast was okay. I thought the green eggs and ham pizza was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, so I personally would spend money again and come back and do this if my family were in town or if a bunch of friends were like, what's something holiday thing we could do between now and then? I might come back before the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, I agree. When I went up for my seconds and I got fresh food, all of it was really, really good.
Yeah.
For the quality that you should be getting for a breakfast buffet, I thought it was on point. Again, the Grinch was hilarious even for the short time that he was there.
You want me to take this?
Oh no, I'm good.
Shaking.
I'm good. Everything was good. It was a fun time. So I think we're gonna mull about here, maybe look at a little bit more here and there.
I'm in like the holiday spirit now.
So I don't know what else we're gonna do. We'll see if anything happens.
We had a lot of listeners. It was nice to meet you guys who came over and said hello too.
Exactly. So let's continue on with some more stuff.
Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular. That's right, the line is now open.
It is time. We are going to go into the Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular, featuring music from Mannheim Steamroller.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go on, settle down in, and watch the true story of how the Grinch stole Christmas.
Inside a snowflake, like the one on your sleeve, there happened a story you must see to believe. Way up in the mountains, in the high range of Pontoos, lay the small town of Whoville, the home of the Who's. Arbor Day was fine, and Easter was pleasant, and every St. Fizz's Day they ate a fizz pheasant. But every who knew from their 12 toes to their snout, they loved Christmas the most, without a single who doubt. Ask any who, and they'll have this to say.
There's no place like Whoville around Christmas Day.
And they're hanging their stockings. The Grinch snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow's Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled, with his green Grinch fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. Oh, I'll trail it now, Max. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. Max! And now that his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he wheezed with his load through the bright morning light. With a smile in his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerfully blowing whole sounds on his trumpet. Ho, 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 Whoville! High five, Max! Oh, I haven't missed it. It's not too late.
Look, it's Santa Claus! Why, that's not Santa Claus! That's the Grinch!
Fahu, Flores, Yahoo, Dores.
Dolores.
Christmas has come and it has passed, so Grinchmas Wholiday Spectacular.
It's, I think it is definitely, if you've never seen it before, a must-see. I do feel like it's getting a little...
Stale?
Yeah, a little stale. I think they could do... I think the level of entertainment that Disney and Universal have both proven that they can do on just like a simple level now. I think for this to be a once-a-year, really spectacular holiday thing, I think they could do a little bit of... bump up maybe some effects in the show.
I mean, I kind of felt that way too, but it is a seasonal show. It doesn't happen all the time, so they put it together pretty quickly and they have to take it down pretty quickly, so I understand it from that aspect too, is that you can only do so much when it's not here year-round, but
it's cute.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Always a must-see if it's your first time and if you haven't been in a long time. For sure, like all of Seuss Landing. I mean, we've been all in here today, just like we said we would. Did not make it inside Honk Honkers for food, for the cotton candy. We did go inside to see it. We didn't get any yet. We'll have to do that as a snack.
Hand-spun cotton candy.
We'll do that as a snack review later on, not today, but at some point in time. But yeah, we just enjoyed Seuss Landing during the Grinchmas season because it is a good time.
Well,
So
it really puts you in the holiday spirit.
it really does. But now we're in the spirit to get back to the studio and finish this up. So we hope you enjoyed the little look today at Seuss Landing during Grinchmas, and we will be back out here again sometime. Wow. Well, we just always have a good time, don't we?
Grinchin' good time.
Yeah, Grinchin', Susan good time. I'll tell you that much. So thanks for going out with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Not like on a date.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
like,
there was slight
not like
hand-holding,
a,
but
yeah, I mean, well, I'm going to talk about
just
that.
imagine,
It's
yeah.
below the frame. What happens below the frame stays below the
Yeah, but
frame.
now you said that, and both of our arms were in that shot. We're just like leaning toward. We're just holding hands.
We'd
down
have to have freakishly long arms for that.
Whoa!
Okay, so that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Diz Unplugged Universal Edition. As always, if you need links to any more information, head over to disunplugged.com, home of our show notes for this show and every other on the Diz Unplugged Podcast Network, where you can find links to our email address, which is uopodcast@disunplugged.com, along with links to our social media pages like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Of course, you can follow us on youtube.com/disunplugged. That's where we're at on there. That's probably where you're watching this if you are watching it on YouTube. And make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, leave thumbs up, and we will appreciate that. If you're listening to this on iTunes, as always, make sure you're subscribed and rate and reviewing us. Please, please, please do so. And of course, we always appreciate you out there for watching and listening. We do this because we enjoy it, but we enjoy the satisfaction that you all get out of it even more. So, Ryno, thank you for having this conversation with me.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Thank
namaste.
you.
And once again, everyone out there, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. We will be back with you next week for the last episode of the Diz Unplugged Universal Edition for the year 2017. So until then, messed it up right at the end. Until then, remember, no resolutions. Bye.